How is all doing? Welcome back to 100% NUFC. Shortly speaking, I hope you're all doing really well. So I'm just out in London at the moment, so I do apologise about the delay in the move for Salomon Rondon. Yes, we have signed Salomon Rondon until the end of the season with a further option to buy him because his contract now officially runs out at the end of the season at West Brom. They got relegated from the Premier League, and striker Dwight Gale has gone the other way on loan until the end of the season. Now, I think on Dwight Gale's terms, I think it's right that he drops down to the Championship. I think that's a good move for the lad. I think it's a good move for West Brom. You know, they're going to get a striker there who's going to get you 15 goals a season. And I think, all in all, I don't think he was part of Rafa Benitez's plans. For me, he just simply didn't score enough goals last season. I think he was very clinical for us in the Championship. I thought, he's a young lad. He has got a lot, looking up for him. I still think he's a good striker, but I just don't think he's quite ready for the Premier League. But I do still believe he's going to do a job at West Bromwich Albion. Now, in terms of Rondon, don't get us wrong, it's not the biggest signing in the world. He's not the player that I would have had on my mind or Rafa's mind over the last 2 months. How it's taken this long to sign a striker is beyond me. We've still got another couple of days to go before the window actually closes. We have been linked with a left or right back. I'm totally unsure about that at the moment. But like I say, in terms of Rondon, yeah, he's a bit like a Mitrovic type. He's one of those strikers who will hold the ball up. He can use his head to finish, and he's very, powerful. He's strong. The only thing that I've got against Rondon is he didn't score enough goals last season for West Brom. They got relegated, but I can't doubt his ability. I think if Matt Ritchie and Kennedy can get balls into the box for him, feed him the service, I think he can deliver. He's got what it takes to score goals, and I'm just hoping that Rondon can get, the 15, goal mark, for Newcastle. If not, then I'm not going to say, get 15, get 10. Let's just set a benchmark at 10 and then go from there. He did say that he's happy. Yeah, he's wearing the number 9 shirt for Newcastle, and that's a big thing for him. He said that he wants to go on and do big things for the club this season. And like I keep saying, it's not the most decorated of signings, but we need a striker, urgently. That game against Augsburg, where we lost 1-0 against a mid-table Bundesliga team, didn't help the situation, and we needed that striker. And I was been going on about it over the course of the weekend. And like I say, with only 4 days to go before the Premier League game against Tottenham, a game I will be at. There will be a match day experience for that game on the channel, so stick around, subscribe. That'll be on very, very soon. And there'll also be a video from Wembley as well. I've also done a stadium tour of Wembley, so that'll be up around about next week, so stay tuned for that also. But like I say, Rondon until the end of the season. What's your thoughts about Rondon? Do you think he's going to be the difference, between pushing Newcastle up into that top 10, mid-table, or do you think he'll not be good enough? In terms of Dwight Gale, what do you think about that? Also, another news: Adam Armstrong has left Newcastle to go to Blackburn. He said that he's delighted to re-sign with Tony Brober, who he managed at Coventry, managed last season at Blackburn. They got promoted to the Premier League, got promoted to the Championship, and it was a good move, I think, for Adam Armstrong. I think he needs that first team football, which he's going to get at Blackburn. I think that's his level, and as long as Blackburn are competing next season, or this season coming, which already they've got, the points on the board already, if they can be up there towards the end of the season, then you never know, it could be a good move for the lad. I think, all in all, as much as the future at Newcastle, he's not really getting the games, and I think, and only for his career, which he did say that he's happy to be at Blackburn, and if he, hit the ground running, that's all you can expect. Anyway, that's just some of the news I've picked up over the course of the last 3 to 4 days. Like I say, subscribe to the channel to 100% NUFC. There's going to be more videos coming out over the course of the next few weeks. And yeah, from London, it's been Sharky. How are the lads?